Itu Bella Kak yang
Oh, Bella yang hehehe itu. Kita udah.
live on.
Girls, kalau bisa tolong buka masukin video apa nyalain videonya kalian ya. Hai. Fel, look, this is my dog.
Oh my God! What's his name?
Her name is Blue.
Blue.
She's our unofficial mascot.
Hi, Blue. Oh my gosh. Kuncir ya?
Iya. Soalnya kalau misalnya nggak dikuncir, kayak her bangs tuh kayak gini. Terus kakinya nggak bisa. Dia tuh suka kejeduk gitu.
This is my dog.
Oh! Wait, what's his name again?
Kylo.
Like Kylo Ren?
Yeah, like Kylo Ren.
Oh my God, so cute. Blue, you have a new friend.
Hi.
She doesn't care. She's like,
I know.
Let me sleep. Let me go back to sleep. Oh. Yeah, she was like, she's been bugging me a little bit. Because God, when we do summer club, kita nggak bisa main.
So with your dog?
Yeah.
My dog does that. He bothers me in calls all the time. Like he will lick my feet like 1,000 times until I have to like put him like somewhere else. He wouldn't bark or anything, but he would just like bite on my toes. And I get so disturbed.
Like he's asking for attention.
Yeah, like I forget what I'm talking about because something is like licking my feet like intensely. And then I'd be distracted and looking down.
Yeah, no, she does that a lot. Sometimes she'll like whine and she'll just like stare at me until I like look at her, and then she'll like do this and she's like, come on, Mom, I'm playing. And I'm like,
I'm so glad I have a dog during quarantine, honestly.
It actually helps so much.
Yeah.
And then, like, I take her for walks and stuff every day, so it actually like gets me out of the house, which is really nice too. Because usually I don't go out of the house.
I didn't walk my dog.
Oh yeah, you should do that.
Mel walks my dog.
Oh, okay. Okay, at least someone walks your dog.
He walks twice a day. I don't have time to walk him.
Yeah, that's true. That makes sense. Okay, girls, kita semuanya udah masuk kan, Zah? Kita boleh mulai?
Boleh.
Boleh. Okay, hi girls, apa kabar?
Baik.
There we go. Hi. Kalian kalau misalnya bisa tolong kok masukin lagi kok, tolong nyalain video kalian ya.
Hi Fel.
Tuh Janice tuh.
Hi. Sorry, I just showered.
Okay. At least you showered. I did not.
One of the earliest times I shower.
Jen, feel free kalau misalnya kamu mau jump in juga ya.
Yep.
Nanti. Okay, girls, sekali lagi tolong nyalain videonya kalau bisa ya. Hari ini kita ada very special guest. Her name is Felicia. Can everybody please say hi to Felicia? Kak Felicia.
Hai Kak.
Hai Kak Felicia.
Nah, jadi kalian kalau belum tahu, Kak Felicia ini adalah VP Marketing di Halodoc. Kalian tahu Halodoc nggak?
Tahu.
Oke, nanti kalau misalnya kalian nggak tahu, nanti Felicia akan jelasin dikit juga ya tentang Halodoc. So for today's speaker, we have a very, very special guest. Her name is Felicia. She is the VP of Marketing at Halodoc, if you guys don't know. It's quite an emerging startup here in Indonesia. And she's going to tell you a little bit more about that later. But sebelum kita mulai, mungkin aku jelasin dikit aja ya. Kita kan nanti ada Q&A session sama Felicia. Kalau misalnya kalian mau tanya sesuatu, please feel free. Nanti yang 3 pertanyaan paling bagus, kita akan kasih a prize. If you guys don't, if you guys have any questions or if you have any anything that you guys want to ask Felicia, please feel free to do so. And then we will actually choose the 3 best questions and send you guys a prize. And how are you going to ask these questions? Caranya kalian bisa tanya sesuatu, kalau nggak dari chatnya, tapi lebih enak kalau kalian tolong ke slido.com, sorry, dan input workshop 9 Jun ke situ. Nanti kalian bisa langsung chat di situnya, tanya pertanyaan kalian di situ. If you guys could please join the slido.com workshop 9 June, instead of using the chat box for questions, please put your questions over there so we can all see it. Okay, I think, I'm not really sure how to do this. There we go. Maybe here. Okay, great. So let's get started. Are you guys excited to meet Felicia? Kalian udah siap belum sama Kak Felicia?
Iya.
Yay!
Mereka sedikit
Yeay.
malu.
Kita masih malu-malu, Kak.
Malu.
Okay.
Okay, so Fel, mungkin kamu bisa ngobrol sedikit atau ceritain dikit who you are, your journey in life, dan mungkin sekarang kamu tuh jadi VP Marketing di Halodoc, itu tuh maksudnya apa ya?
Sure. So which part of my life should I start?
Wherever you feel like starting, wherever makes sense. Maybe like what you majored in school?
Okay, so jadi when I was in high school, I've been admitting people into this group, by the way. It bothers me when the admit thing pops up. It's like, who's going to do who's going to do that, by the way?
Yeah, no, we have someone to do that.
Okay. So I started in, I guess when I was in high school, pas masih SMA, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Kayak I just jujur aja kayak ikut-ikutan kira-kira what's trendy. And back in my time, I sound really old, but back when I was in high school, which is like more than a year ago, I guess what's trendy was finance kan. Jadi pas masuk college, I majored in finance. My
grew up in Jakarta, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Jakarta. I went to JIS, and that's how I know Janice.
Okay.
Jadi pas masuk college ya, yang paling gampang for me was okay, kalau misalnya pinter, terus gradesnya quite good, I will major in business gitu. So jujur aja, when my thinking process wasn't that deep when I was in high school. I didn't think about like, oh, what's my passion? What do I want to do? Intinya ya kayak, okay, kalau misalnya orang pintar, terus grade-nya bagus, masuknya ke finance. So that's what I did in college. Masuknya, I went to business school, which was a good decision, by the way. I thought business school was a good decision. It was good basics for me.
Mm-hmm.
I hated finance. I hated majoring in finance. I graduated cum laude, but it was because I was just a good student, not because I was passionate about finance. Sampai sekarang, kalau misalnya, because my husband also majored in finance, Kevin tuh also like quite good in finance kan. Jadi sekarang kalau misalnya kita ngomongin financial stuff or like finance terms, aku tuh nggak inget sama sekali. Padahal kayak I just learned all those terms for 4 years. Tapi kalau sekarang kita ngomongin kayak my basics aja tuh hampir nggak ada. Padahal that's what I majored in. So I graduated college with a cum laude in finance. So masuk, and then when I graduated, masuknya langsung ke consulting firm. Masuknya I got into Accenture, which is quite a good consulting firm, right? It's quite a good named consulting firm. And so I was happy. I was like, oh ya udah, kayak I graduated college, I got good grades, and now I'm in a good company. Okay, life's done. Okay, check all the boxes, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, success, I did it. Tapi to be honest, kayak pas I did my consulting job, my industry was in finance as well. I was very unhappy. I thought it was very boring. Karena I mean, I also didn't like my major. So of course, when I had to do it as a day-to-day, and kerja tuh susah ya, karena kerja there's no real like homework assignments. Like sekolah kan, where the teacher leads you and make sure like you understand things. Kalau kerja tuh benar-benar harus proaktif. Kayak kalau misalnya you want to do well, you work with different types of people. You have to be proactive. You have to know what you you want to do kan. Jadi if you don't have a passion for the job you're doing, you're most likely not going to do a very good job intinya, right? You might just be meeting benchmark, meeting standards, tapi I don't think it's possible for you to go above that. So I had a hard time in Accenture karena kayak it's just so stiff ya, karena I was also in the financial industry, berarti kerjanya sama bank-bank as a consultant for banks, right? So work started at like 7:30 and I'm not a morning person. So like I had to go to work by like 6 a.m. gitu. And pas sampai kantor,
You had to go to work at 6 a.m.?
Yeah, because karena when I worked in consulting, banknya lagi di Alam Sutra, jadi harus jalannya lumayan pagi gitu kan. Jadi tuh kayak mandi jam 5:30, jam 5, terus sampai kantor rambutnya masih berantakan gitu. Kayak I was like a total mess because I'm not a morning person. And kalau kerja di consulting tuh harus rapih ya, karena kan ke client side. Jadi tuh kayak harus make up, harus pakai heels. Terus aku kadang-kadang make upnya kayak mencong-mencong gitu. Kayak it was just not for me. Like the hours was not for me. The job was not for me. Karena I wasn't passionate about the job. I didn't feel motivated to wake up in the morning, go earlier, and be a good consultant, right?
Yeah.
So akhirnya I only stayed there for maybe 2 years.
Okay.
Akhirnya I thought about it and I found out kayak my passion sebenarnya lebih ke marketing. Pas college, I really want to take marketing major. Cuman my parents said kalau marketing nggak usah di sekolah, bisa belajar in real life. Jadi nggak usah buang-buang duit belajar di university and learn it as like, you know, I'm not sure if your parents are like this, but my parents are like that. So they told me kayak, oh mendingan belajar finance karena susah belajar finance kalau misalnya nggak belajar di sekolah, which is true actually. Marketing is quite easy to pick up. I would not easy in a sense that it's an easy job, but it's just easier to learn on the job versus finance because there's a lot of terms. Finance is kind of coding, right? It takes time to learn because there's specific skills that you need. So akhirnya I got introduced through a network to a digital agency owner, which was one of my friends as well. Akhirnya I jumped into a digital agency for marketing. Jujur aja, I had no background in marketing except that I liked Instagram and used Instagram and Facebook often. So all my experience was very personal.
That's so good practice though. Like building your personal brand itu penting banget ya.
I think jujur aja, honestly, my love for social media and building my own personal brand helped me a lot in my job because waktu itu kayak if I was someone that didn't like social media and jumped into marketing, kayak it would even be harder for me kan, apalagi digital marketing. So at least I had the basics and understanding of, what kind of content does well on social media, or what ads do I see often on Facebook, what ads do I see often on Instagram. So that kind of background knowledge actually helps a lot in marketing. So I jumped into a digital agency. I learned a lot of my basic marketing skills from there. Cuman, I think what was missing then was, for me, I felt like I was just doing a job. I like the job now, tapi it was just doing a job. And I didn't think kayak, I guess I was like in a midlife crisis gitu yang kayak, what does my life mean? Kayak, what should I do with my life?
Quarter life crisis, please, not midlife, okay?
Okay, I guess mid-20s crisis, since I just feel old when I'm talking to high school kids. So I had a mid-quarter life crisis. So I was like, masa hidup tuh cuman kayak gini kan? Dimana cari kerjaan just project by project. And then what's my dream? What's my end goal? Do I want to be a CEO of an agency? Not really. Like I didn't want to. Maksudnya if I stayed in an agency world, did I want to be like a director or a CEO one day of an agency? And the answer was I didn't. Karena I didn't feel like ada makna di my job gitu.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought to myself, and actually my dream when I was young was I wanted to become a teacher, like a counselor. Kayak aku tuh orangnya suka banget bantuin orang lain in terms of like social activities, right? Then I was thinking kayak, okay, what can I do? Because I'm not gonna be a teacher, by the way. I don't think I have enough patience to be a teacher.
Kita tuh patient banget ya sama kalian. Just kidding.
So like I was thinking kayak, okay, that means I'm someone that akhirnya this is how I found my passion, which is I found out that aku tuh orangnya suka bantuin orang lain. Nah, I had to think about in what aspects can I help people? And what does that mean for my career, right? And akhirnya I decided kayak, oh berarti I need to find a path di mana it bisa match sama what my skills are, which is in marketing and business, and to something in a business that helps society, right? So there were startups that I was looking into, such as misalnya kemarin waktu itu like, masih ada ruang guru, like education platform. And then akhirnya I looked into Halodoc, and that's how I came into healthcare, right? Kind of healthcare is, Halodoc for me, it's kind of like the perfect occupation because I get to do what I'm good at, which is marketing. I get to practice the skills I've learned and continue to develop my skills in the industry that I'm passionate in. But at the same time, I know that the job that I have is also helping society kan. And it's tangible, right? Dimana kalau misalnya kita bantu satu pasien yang lewat aplikasi, we get reviews saying that our doctors helped heal this person, or it's so easy, like misalnya anak kuliah yang di Jakarta sendirian, jam 2 pagi nggak ada orang tua, right? Terus sakit. And then dibantu banget sama aplikasi Halodoc karena nggak usah tinggal kosnya, langsung bisa ngomong sama dokter di aplikasi, dan juga dapat medicine-nya di delivered to kosnya mereka kan. So in that sense, I think there's a lot of, for me, Halodoc meets both the needs that I have in choosing the work that I want.
So can you tell us a little bit more about like your day-to-day? Kalau misalnya kayak seharian kamu nggak lagi ngomong di Summer Club Generation Girl ini, digital marketing tuh sebenarnya apaan sih? Like what does that job entail?
Jadi kan sekarang sebenarnya I'm VP of Marketing Halodoc ya. Jadi kerjaannya udah no longer just digital marketing. So marketing actually encompasses a lot of different spaces. So one of them misalnya offline marketing. Kalian offline marketing itu OHH, which is out of home, right? Which includes misalnya billboard yang kalian lihat di jalanan. OHH, because outdoor, right? And then TV. Right, TV is considered offline karena TV nggak masuk digital, right? Kalau misalnya TV pasti outside the internet, right? So what encompasses offline is OHH, which is out of home, like billboard, videotron yang kalian lihat di jalanan, sama TV. Then there is PR, right? Which is public relations. Public relations is kerjasama sama media, right? Kayak misalnya news, magazine, public relation. That's another separate section for marketing. And then there's, of course, digital. So digital is anything that is on the internet. So anything you guys see on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Google ads, is masuk under digital, right? Including kayak misalnya you type something on Google, it's SEO, right? It comes up on the top. That's part of digital marketing strategy. So there's these different I guess I would say like segments of marketing that you can basically push yourself into to go in deeper, right? So my background is actually digital marketing. Before I became VP of marketing, I didn't work on anything offline. So my offline background is not as strong as my digital background, which is okay because now I'm karena kan kerjanya di application kan. So emang a lot more heavily on digital marketing. But of course, I have a team that does offline that I oversee. So now of course, I have better understanding on the offline world. So that's basically my job, is overseeing all these different teams that exist in my my department and coming up with a 360 strategy. So 360 strategy means kalau di marketing, strategi marketing campaign kayak misalnya I don't know, like Gojek's campaign is what? Selalu ada jalan. What is it?
Pasti ada jalan.
Pasti ada jalan, correct. Pasti ada jalan. Nah, campaign hashtag pasti ada jalan. Kalau 360 berarti adanya, kalian pasti lihat di TV, kalian pasti lihat di OHH, di billboard, kalian juga lihat di digital. Itu artinya 360, right? And the best type of marketing is a 360 marketing strategy, which means it's the marketing that if I leave my house, right, or I'm inside my house as a customer, I always see the message kind of like bothering me, right? I'm on my phone, I'm Googling, I'm on social media, message, pasti ada jalan, right? I get out of my house, I drive, Misalnya nyetir ke kantor atau nyetir ke sekolah, I see a billboard, pasti ada jalan, right? Or I'm sitting with my parents di living room nonton TV, terus also lihat ada message, pasti ada jalan, right? So that message is repeated. And that's what actually makes a good marketing strategy is repetitive message that will stick to your mind, which is called top of mind, right? So being top of mind as a brand is basically the number one marketing goal. Jadi misalnya kemarin pas COVID for Halodoc, we really push our marketing kan, karena itu pas banget in terms of society lagi butuh banget aplikasi kayak Halodoc, right? Aplikasi kesehatan kayak Halodoc. Jadi makanya in terms of money, uang kita tuh spendnya banyak banget pas COVID-19 sebenarnya. Because we wanted people to remember kalau misalnya sakit atau takut ada resiko COVID-19 bisa langsung download aplikasi Halodoc itu sih. I hope that makes sense.
No, I think it does. The top of mind branding, I think, is really, really important, right? For any company. So I wanted to touch a little bit about the COVID stuff. Tapi mungkin sebelum kita ke COVID, because I can see a lot of the pertanyaan di Slido tuh tentang pandemic dan healthcare. Sebelum kita ke situ, aku cuma mau tanya aja sih, Val. Kan you mentioned that you didn't come from a marketing background per se, right? But you became this like leader in marketing. I know you guys have won a lot of awards and everything for all of your campaigns. So like, what was that feeling like? Did you have imposter syndrome? Like what was that journey, personal journey for you to become a leader in a field that you may not have potentially seen that you were an expert or a leader?
Right. I think that's a good question. For me, what led me to where I am today, and I think in terms of course, I felt that, I got to a place really fast, even though my background is not in marketing, right? So what I did was basically, karena I felt insecure, I studied even more, right? Kayak baca buku tentang marketing. I had a lot of, I wouldn't say mentors, but I talked to a lot of people in the agency world to understand faster. And also I feel like aku orangnya tuh lumayan berani. Jadi misalnya kayak agak nggak tahu malu gitu kan. Jadi for me, I just be like, aku nggak ngerti. I would say if I don't understand. And I think a lot of Indonesians that I work with have a problem as telling other people that mereka tuh nggak ngerti, right? Kalau misalnya, karena mereka merasa, gue malu deh, kalau misalnya gue bilang nggak ngerti, nanti takut dibilang bego, atau, like it's just insecurities, right? Padahal the fastest way to learn is to admit that you don't know it, right? If you admit that you don't know it, or nggak tahu sesuatu, itu pasti orang mau bantuin gitu. Cepet dibantuinnya on the spot, and belajarnya tuh cepet. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that mentality, dimana I rather admit that I'm quote unquote kalau misalnya dibilang bego ya udah, tapi asal gue bisa cepet pintar gitu kan. That's actually a better I feel like that's a better mentality than kind of keeping things to yourself and be like, canggung nih, kayak takut dibilang nggak ngerti, daripada minta help from my superior or help from my colleague. I prefer to say kayak, okay, yang ngerti, tapi kerjanya salah gitu. Which is
that's so powerful. That's so powerful. That like kamu tuh berani and nggak malu gitu. Soalnya itu salah satu yang aku juga I experience a lot when working di Indonesia juga kan. Kayak ada banyak banget orang yang mereka tuh kayak ya udah iya aja, tapi terus kayak mereka frustrasi sendiri. And I was like, I feel like it would just be so much better kalau kamu punya supporter or like you had like someone to help you learn this, ya kan?
Correct. So I think kayak misalnya someone actually does think kayak, ini orang nggak ngerti karena nanya, then that person is not really a good leader. So that's on you. That's more on them.
Yeah.
So I think number one is ask questions. Like don't be afraid to ask questions because people who are in your level most likely banyak yang nggak bakal berani nanya questions. So just by you taking that first step on asking a question, you will just lead quickly, right? You'll grow faster. You will overcome your challenges much faster, and people are more willing to help you. Jadi I think that's actually like for me in life, a lot of the things that I think why I've gotten to where I am secepat ini ya. Karena aku sebenarnya orangnya berani, nggak apa-apa gitu kayak, ya udah, if you think I'm stupid, it's fine, right? Tapi like it's for my benefit. Like now I'm growing and I'm learning, right? And before dulu you think I didn't know anything, and look where I am now, gitu kan. It's more like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna just jump to the Slido real quick because we do have a couple questions from the Slido that are pertaining a little bit to what you're just saying now. Yang mungkin yang mungkin ini ya. What are some challenges that you face among your male peers and how did you overcome them? Mungkin Val, kamu ada cerita nggak tentang it doesn't have to be your male peers, but maybe like a challenge that you overcame being a woman in a male-dominated industry?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, unfortunately, I think a lot of people want to say that women are equal to men, but it's just not true in society. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's the hard truth, yeah. I do feel like as a woman, it's harder to climb up the corporate ladder and get the same kind of respect as your male peers. One, because I think in Indonesian society, banyak yang merasa, oh kalau misalnya you're female, emosional, right? Misalnya padahal sebenarnya you have the right to be emotional karena what they did was wrong, right? Tapi gara-gara you're a female, dibilangnya, oh pasti PMS lah, pasti emang, you know, she's kind of cuckoo and like, you know, she's like mentally unstable gitu. Like, I feel like a lot of like your male peers will say stuff like that to you or to their peers that you will hear about gitu. I think a lot of the things that people have, like, for example, for me, no one ever sees me as mentally unstable, but people always see me as bossy, you know, aggressive, right? Karena aku orangnya quite vocal. Jadi misalnya I think kayak another team is not doing that well, I will be like, oh salahnya di sini, kenapa nggak di-improve, right? And then they'll fight back and I'll fight back. But I think not a lot of Indonesians sebenarnya used to women who are quite powerful like that, to be honest, ya. Jadi they'll think kayak, oh ini kayak agak bossy atau agak sok tahu, tapi padahal one, I'm a woman, and two, I'm quite young, right? So actually the people I'm giving feedback to biasanya tuh jauh lebih tua, jujur aja. Like they're a bit older. So I think there's also not just that you're a female, but usually if you're young, there's also that imbalance, I think. And that's something you have to be conscious of. So that's definitely something that I had to overcome. One is sometimes.
How did you overcome that? If I can ask.
I think one is sometimes to find a company that can help you overcome that, right? So to say that if you stayed in a company yang gak bakal support that kind of culture and you fight by yourself, itu pasti bakal susah. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you're gonna fight for it by yourself and the company is not helping you, or the school or whatever, you feel like the environment is not helping you, bakal susah, right? Tapi kan berarti if you find that out, berarti that environment emang bukan untuk kalian gitu, right? Jadi it's better for you to move and find somewhere that believes in the same values as you, right? That women are equal, right? Jadi for me, kayak Halodoc is that kind of place. Not everything is perfect, tapi they want to become an equal employer, right? Jadi misalnya I voice that concern, right, about female, I don't know, like maternity leave. I'm not pregnant or anything, but maternity leave or like female issues, my bosses and my management is willing to help. So I think that's one, is to try to find a supportive environment as well, so that you can develop and you can also push for the same, push for your rights, basically.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice. Kayak cari komunitas, cari support group yang akan bantuin to move forward gitu ya. And I think the future of work emang harus kayak gitu. Like you see a lot of these very conservative companies, they're not gonna move forward during this time juga kan. Soalnya they're a bit stuck in their ways aja.
Yeah, conservative companies will have a harder time recruiting young people, right?
Yeah.
Karena sekarang I feel like, you know, it's really nice to see the Indonesian, like you guys, young, obviously, you're just so passionate, knows what you guys want to do, have the right values, morals, pushing for female kind of empowerment, which didn't exist in the generations prior to you guys, right? So I think that's why companies that are kind of stuck in their ways and don't want to have this type of thinking, yeah, you guys naturally won't go there, right? And then they'll just die.
they'll die. Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's transition a little bit to something that's a little more topical, like COVID. How are you doing working from home? Gimana work from home-nya sekarang? Susah nggak?
Jujur aja, aku lebih suka work from home dari work from office.
Really? Kenapa?
I think actually work from home has been more productive for me and my team ya. Jadi kalau misalnya di kantor biasanya kalau meeting bisa berjam-jam. Tapi kalau misalnya I feel like kalau on call, you're more conscious of the time spent on the call and you try to keep things more concise. I don't know. I mean, I guess you're in school, so I'm not sure. Tapi in work, it's for me ya, meetings that could be 2 jam. Sekarang kalau misalnya on call mungkin 30 menit gitu. So I feel like everything is more concise. Nggak ada yang bertele-tele, joking-joking, ngide-ngide nggak jelas. Everybody sticks to the point. And I think for me that's a plus because it saves me a lot of time. Second, I think I get a lot of time to do what I need. Karena kan sebenarnya you guys kan pada belum kerja. Jadi sebenarnya di kantor ya, you're not working like 12 hours all the time. Like it's not like every minute you're in the office, you're in the mode of working. It's not like that. It's a lie if somebody says they're in the mode of working 12 hours a day. Like pasti ada browsingnya, ada lihat social medianya, ada yuk ngopi turun ke bawah ngobrol, ada yuk makan lunch di mall, ada pokoknya. It's a lie if you're saying they're working 12 hours a day. It's a lie. So for me, I think what I like from working from home is that I can keep my work hours to what I need. So misalnya aku cuma butuh 5 jam hari ini. Jadi I just work 5 hours. And then the rest of the time I spend like I go to the gym or I play with my dog. And I don't have to feel kayak sungkan gitu kan. Kadang-kadang di kantor tuh sungkan kayak, aduh sebenarnya kerjaan udah selesai, tapi jam 3 gitu kan. Do I go home? Ya nggak mungkin kan. Kayak people are still at the office. And actually, do you know what I mean? Kayak pasti ada sungkan-sungkannya, which I think is actually unproductive. So in the end, what happens is people are in the office and they're just like, oh daripada kerjain cepet, ya udah deh, I'll just take my time.
Banyak lain-lainnya ya.
Like, I don't know if you feel that way, but I feel that way.
Yes.
So actually at home, I work a lot faster because I feel like, when I'm done with my work, I can do what I want, right? Like other things that I'm passionate about, whether it's Animal Crossing right now or playing with my dog. So I do the work that I need to do and then get on with like my life. So for me, actually work from home has been quite good.
So for those of us who maybe are the complete opposite of you, like we play too much Animal Crossing and not enough work, like do you have any tips and tricks on how to be productive during this time?
Yeah, jadi kalau misalnya what I do is I love Animal Crossing and I get why it's addictive. So what I do is basically I have work slots kan. So for example, I wake up, I shower, and then from 11 o'clock to 3, 4 o'clock, I pastiin that's a time slot yang only for my work, right? I also get dressed usually because biasanya kalau misalnya I wear my pajamas, like sometimes I end up being in the sofa on my laptop. I'm not really working. It ends up being like reading my emails and then watching Netflix gitu. So now I've come up with a routine that misalnya from 10 o'clock to 3 p.m., 4 p.m., pasti I'll sit on my desk and I'll do my work and finish it, right? If I finish early, that's okay. Tapi selalu ada this time that for me is dedicated to working. And then after that, I'm free to do what I want. Tapi misalnya on some days you're tired, after lunch you don't feel like it, then it's okay, right? It's flexible, which is what I like about work from home kan. If I feel like, okay, after lunch, I don't really want to work, unless it's urgent, right? I can make it wait a little bit towards the evening. So it's like, for me, actually, my job is 24 hours. Kayak 24 jam aja sih. Karena pasti ada yang WhatsApp jam 9 malam, WhatsApp jam 12 malam. Tapi kan itu sebenarnya is just part of the work. You're not working on something. Biasanya cuma harus communicate sama other people in the team. So actually working is just continuous in that sense.
Ya, jadi mungkin rutin ya. Bukan cuma rutin waktunya, tapi rutin lokasi juga ya. Yang itu bantu banget. I think that's what I'm missing, to be honest.
Yeah, for me, I think that is important, kayak getting the structure kan. Karena sebenarnya aku orangnya agak berantakan. Kalau nggak ada structure, I'm easily swayed to do other things. So
Yeah.
I'm quite strict with myself because I know if I'm lenient, I tend to procrastinate. So like when I was in high school, I didn't really do homework. Like to be honest, kayak my teachers always told me that I had to do my homework. Kayak I just found it hard di rumah to structure myself, right? So actually it's quite good that quarantine I found a routine.
Mhm. Yeah. There's actually a question here on Slido on the health tech space right now. Mungkin kamu bisa jawabin nggak kayak kan you're working from home. Obviously, COVID is affecting Indonesia and the rest of the world very much, right? Like bukan cuman kita kerja di rumah aja, tapi also like business and just like the tech space in general. Like, do you have any any thoughts on the challenges in the health tech space right now because of COVID, and how has that affected Halodoc as a company?
Jadi sebenarnya di Halodoc pas COVID, kita tuh sebenarnya kebantu banget. We grow hampir 10 kali lipat during COVID-19 era, which is still that era, but booming banget. Dan orang tuh very very afraid, resikonya sangat tinggi. The staff presiden sebenarnya mention Halodoc by name on TV. Because of him, actually, a lot of people jadi pada tahu ya tentang Halodoc. Jadi sebenarnya sebelum COVID, banyak yang tahu tentang Halodoc di Jakarta. And I think other bigger cities kayak Surabaya, Bandung. Tapi I think in the smaller cities kayak masih belum pada tahu health tech tuh udah exist ya, di mana bisa ngomong atau konsultasi dengan dokter dalam aplikasi. Nah ini sekarang gara-gara COVID, awareness-nya tentang brand Halodoc meningkat kan, makanya bisa meningkat 10 kali lipat in terms of downloads, right? So in that sense sebenarnya health tech tuh sangat kebantu ya gara-gara COVID. One is, and then we hope that because a lot more people have used it, you realize that it's actually a lot easier than going to the doctor. But Halodoc, we're not here to replace your hospital visit, yeah. So it's more for first-hand, if you have the flu or the cough, or any other questions about health yang you're not sure about. Oh, hari ini saya pusing tapi nggak tahu. Saya tuh mah terus karena, I don't know, you skip lunch karena harus kerjain project. You always skip food and your meals. Jadi mah terus. You can talk to your doctor about those things. We also have a nutritionist. We also have a psychologist. Jadi actually our psychologist is quite popular with anak-anak SMA atau college going through, I think, life, right? In general. Karena I feel like a lot of the younger people feel nggak bisa ngomong sama orang tua mungkin, atau teman masih nggak ngerti kan. Teman-temannya juga masih belum mature. So a lot of our psychologists also helps children yang masih di SMA or college to go through different phases of life. Whether it's putus sama pacar, whether it's, oh, my grades are not great, whether it's, oh, aku bingung abis SMA mau ngapain. That's something that we also help with.
Yeah, so related to that, ada beberapa pertanyaan di Slido yang nanya tentang pandemi dan dunia teknologi in general. Jadi, hai Kak, menurut Kakak apa masa depan setelah pandemi ini berakhir untuk dunia teknologi? Like, do you see any shift in lebih banyak health tech atau mungkin I don't know. Like, do you have any thoughts on what the world will look like after this pandemic?
I think definitely there'll be more health tech karena pas sekarang aja udah lebih banyak ya competitor for Halodoc. Now they're smaller, but it's because they just started, right? There's a lot of more interest in the health tech business in terms of from both investors and from founders, right? Sekarang banyak yang anything hot in this world basically banyak orang yang mau get into. For the better or for worse, like for me, it was finance. It was never for me, but I jumped into it because it was trendy, right? And now I think the space yang lagi hot is healthcare, right? So you will see a lot more people wanting to talk about healthcare, wanting to find companies that's in health tech and invest in health spaces, I think. That's definitely one. Two, I think depending on what the new normal is, banyak business, not only startups, I think, yang harus adjust to this, right? Kayak I think, for example, mulai minggu depan sebenarnya mall udah pada buka. Tapi sebenarnya I think if I did a survey, masih belum banyak orang yang nyaman pergi ke mall, right?
Yeah.
Mungkin untuk kebutuhan doang bakal pergi ke mall, tapi you're no longer going to spend 4 jam di mall, ngopi, ngafe, ngobrol. Banyak orang yang masih belum nyaman, right? Berarti bisnis-bisnis di mall tuh masih harus inovasi kan. Gimana biar bisa overcome this issue? Karena this could be the new normal, right? It might not ever end. This could be just forever, right? So I think a lot of businesses will have to start thinking with that mindset that ini tuh bukan temporary, right? The fear is going to stay for a long time. Karena misalnya kalian baca-baca berita yang dari Cina, Wuhan kan sebenarnya udah buka lagi, tapi banyak owner-owner restoran dan toko yang bilang walaupun mereka udah buka beberapa bulan, masih banyak orang yang belum balik ke restorannya mereka, right? Masih banyak orang yang prefer masih untuk take away versus makan di restoran, right? So that has become a new normal. So I think as a business, you will see more innovation for things to do at home. That will stay, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's really important to know, or I guess to remember as well kan. Ini mungkin new normal kita, mungkin kemungkinan aja kita nggak pernah balik ke dunia yang dulu itu. Like we may never get back to that, right? So we have no idea. Ini bentar aku share screen aja ya untuk pertanyaan. Ada banyak banget pertanyaan di sini. Makasih ya kalian. Oh by the way, kalau misalnya kalian mau tanya sesuatu, ini kan semuanya anonim ya. Feel free to put your name on it juga supaya nanti kita bisa tahu siapa yang tanya sesuatu gitu. So let's maybe go to the digital transformation of marketing. Kan you talked about the digital transformation of like the tech world and you know where you think technology will go in our new normal. Tapi marketing strateginya Halodoc, did that change during COVID as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think marketing strategy Halodoc untuk OHOH, like billboard, we stopped doing it. Nobody's in the streets anymore. We focus a lot on digital and TV. Karena kan banyak yang di rumah, banyak yang cari konten. Jadi kita misalnya, we did a lot more ads di TV pas program-program yang lumayan popular. Sama we started putting money into content creators kayak view.com, Spotify ads, because a lot more people are listening to music, a lot more people are watching Korean drama.
What? Who's doing that?
I watch a lot
herself.
of Korean drama.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Netflix as well. Tapi belum ke Korean drama sih.
Tapi Netflix nggak bisa ads.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So Netflix we did not touch.
Yeah. So you're going a lot more digital in your marketing juga ya?
Of course, karena kan disesuaikan dengan behavior our audience kan. I'm sure a lot more people now on YouTube, so we put more budget to YouTube gitu misalnya. So that's really how you will spread budget for marketing by behavior.
Yeah. Ada rookies yang mau raise hand nggak untuk tanya langsung ke Kak Felicia? Do any rookies want to raise their hand and ask Felicia a question straight rather than going on Slido? You can just raise your hand on Zoom if you do. Yes, Shreya, go ahead.
Hi, Ka.
Hi, Shreya. How are you?
I'm good. It's really nice to meet you, Ka Felicia.
Nice to meet you too.
I was wondering, since you talked about how you struggled, especially with finding your passion, I personally am kind of like that. I'm also currently in high school and I'm having like kind of a similar struggle. Do you have any advice on what you think I should do as I move forward into the future, especially during times like these because of COVID? It doesn't seem like we're going to be going into the real world very soon. So yeah.
That's interesting. Like, I guess because you're in high school, I'm like, wow, you're asking such a deep question when you're in high school. I was in high school, those were not the kind of questions I was asking. So I think one, when you're trying to find your passion is you need to have a lot of interest, which for me, that was what was missing when I was in high school, yeah. I didn't really dabble in a lot of different things. Karena my focus was like, okay, my college application kan. Whatever filled my college app, I will do, right? Even though I'm not passionate, right? Anything, volunteering for things I'm not really passionate about. Becoming a manager for some soccer team that I don't care about. But it just looked good on my college application, right?
I'm
So,
kind of in that state of mind.
so I think one, that's not a bad state of mind because it will get you into a college that you want. But at the same time, colleges now are also looking for passion in their students, right? So I think if you really want to find your passion now, something I would do is kind of explore more on yourself. I think when I was in high school, something that I didn't do was explore myself. What I did was I think I was influenced a lot more by external factors, whether it's my parents, whether it's my friends. There was a lot of external pressure to please people. Karena kan you're still high school, you're still young, you don't know what to do. So I think if you're really serious about trying to find your passion, what I would do is look deep into yourself, kind of ask yourself, right? If I don't care about my parents, if I didn't care about my friends, what is it that I would be doing in life, right? If I didn't care about success or I didn't care about money, right? What would I be doing in life? And actually, for me, if I think about that now, I found out that when I was younger, I always actually liked counseling. I really liked teaching, doing one-on-ones, mentoring people. That was always been a passion since I was young, right? Tapi jujur aja, my thinking was jadi guru nggak ada duit. Uh, that was like when I was like, oh, I don't want to be a teacher. Like, I won't make any money. Like, so that was like, but for me, that was like a way for me to find a passion is passion doesn't actually need to make you money, right? But you need to find out what your passion is. It's important in any stage of your life to really know, like, what is it that makes you happy in life that's not like your parents or your boyfriend or your children later in life, right? Something that's just for you. And for me, it's actually helping people in a mentoring, counseling kind of way. And that's how I grabbed that and I moved it into, okay, that means if I'm not going to become a teacher because it was too late for me, what is it that will satisfy that need, right? And for me, it was working for a company that could also help people, right? So I think one is asking yourself a lot of questions, Kaya. Without the distractions, what is it that you like and want to do?
Thank you. That gave me kind of like a reality check.
Yeah, sure. So maybe what Felicia is saying is instead of going wide, you go deep, right? So that hopefully will help you a little bit. I think you were the one who asked that question about passion and dream, right, on Slido. So I'm just gonna check that as done. Does anybody else have a question that you want to raise your hand? Thank you, Shreya, so much for that question. Ada yang lain nggak yang mungkin mau raise hand dan langsung nanya ke Kak Felicia? Anybody else?
I think I'll jump in. I think as Fal's friend, one thing that Fal does really well, and I think I would like her to share with you guys since you guys are in high school. I think what she does really well is having fun in high school and college while also keeping herself in check for school. I know for a fact that Fal had a really, really fun high school and college, and it's not a bad thing, guys. I think one thing that we see amongst all of our like summer club, winter clubs is that a lot of the girls are kind of scared to like have fun because they think that, oh, like this is gonna look bad, or like I really have to focus on my studies. But I think one thing that we can learn from Fal is like how do you keep yourself in check for school, making sure that you have good grades, making sure that you are doing everything that you need to do while also enjoying school and college.
Okay, so I won't go into details on what kind of fun I had, but guys, college is really fun and you should enjoy your life because, like there's no other time like high school or college, to be honest, right? Kind of once you graduate college, like life is just full of responsibilities, right? And when you're in college, it's really the time to find yourself, I think, while still being in a parameter that's safe, right? I think to explore. And there's not a lot of downfall, right, of not doing well in college in terms of misalnya now at work kan I don't really have time to find my passion anymore. Kind of there's like responsibilities of, okay, now I need to make this much amount for, I don't know, living expenses, right? Those are like real life things that, you know, you don't really think about until later, I feel. So I think one is you do need to have fun. Kind of part of having fun is also discovering yourself, I think. If you're too stressed out, I think, okay, you won't find any happiness in anything you do. Um, and I feel like when I was younger already, there's so much insecurity growing up, right? Because you're at an age that like you're trying to find yourself, you don't know who you are. There's already that insecurity. So if you don't let go and try to have some fun with your friends, whether it's going out to the mall, watching movies, going to a party, watching a lot of Netflix, whatever that fun is for you, I think you should definitely do it, but never forget what your end goal is, right? So I think for me in college, I like to go against the grain. I'm quite rebellious that way, I would say. So, for example, like my parents said, if you partied a lot in college, you probably won't have good grades. So I wanted to prove them wrong. So I partied a lot in college and I got good grades. And then my parents, when they came to my graduation, I got a cum laude, which is like a Latin honors, as like a top graduate of your class. They were like, is this fake? Like, did you pay someone to get this honor? So like, you know, like I feel like my parents don't really know me in the sense that I'm actually a really hard worker, even though I'm kind of very outgoing and kind of silly. But actually inside I'm quite driven, right? So I think that's something that actually motivated me a lot, is to prove people wrong in my life, and not want to fall into certain stereotype. I think one thing is, another thing I think for at work is, a lot of stereotype at work is this: if you like to do your hair, do your makeup, and go to work, you're probably mostly not smart, right? That's a very real stereotype. It's a wrong stereotype. And I think it doesn't really exist in startups anymore. But in a lot of offices, if you care too much about your looks and go to work like that, a lot of people will just look at you as a pretty girl, right? And then what happens is a lot of girls end up, okay, I'm gonna wear more simple things, right? I'm not gonna do too much makeup when I go to work. But I think it's wrong. Like, what I think you should do is be yourself, really prove people wrong, right? Don't try to like hide who you are. I think that's very important, to go against the grain. Don't fall into the stereotype of, oh, if I have fun, then my grades will be bad, right? You want to go against the grain and prove that I can do everything, because you can. Like, I think females are better at multitasking. And I think, you know, as women, I think we're all better than men, to be honest.
I think
We can do a lot more
way into Fel. So what I would praise Fel for, being her friend, and also have been looking at her achieving this career of hers, is that how to be a real girl while also being a career woman. So as Fel said dari tadi, kamu nggak usah takut kayak being insecure, misalnya kayak, oh kayak mau dandan tapi ntar orang pikir kayak kalau udah terlalu dandan tuh ini orang bimbo gitu-gitu. Jadi I think what you can touch on maybe kayak how did you overcome being insecure pas dulu masih sekolah, pas dulu masih college, karena of course growing up kita semua pasti ada insecurity-nya. Tapi obviously dari from the way that you have been talking about yourself in your career, you overcome being insecure pas college. Mungkin pas college kayak, oh my grades tuh nggak sebagus itu, oh aku tuh kebanyakan main-main jadi my grades nggak sebagus itu. How did you overcome that through your times of like puberty or whatever?
I think insecurity pasti ada all throughout your life, right? Like, it doesn't mean I'm not insecure now. Insecurity is something you have to live with, but you have to be able to empower yourself. What I mean by that is, you have to find a certain power within you and have that confidence. What am I good at? Who am I as a person? And that's why I think it's really important for people who are insecure or still unsure. Usually insecurity comes from being unsure of yourself, right? So I think that's why for me, I take a lot of time in reading. Actually, I read a lot of self-help books. And then also I take a lot of time thinking about like, who am I? What do I want to do in life? And what really matters to me? So if you know what really matters to you, you'll stop being a problem on what other people think of you. That's what I think. So I don't know, like for example, if you think it's important that, oh, my career is more important than family, right? Like having a family or getting married, which I think it's a fine priority, by the way. But people around you don't feel the same way and pressure you kayak, oh kenapa belum punya pacar or kenapa belum nikah. That's like a very real pressure for women. But if you know what your goals are in life and that, okay, what I want to do is be successful as a career woman first, you don't feel insecure that people are, for example, shaming you for not doing what they're doing. So I think number one is knowing what you want and being sure with who you are.
Yeah, I think that's a really great transition to our very last question before we end this. Felicia, kalau misalnya, this is a question from Slido, by the way. Hi, Ka, I'm wondering, what would you tell your younger self looking at the position you are in now? Do you have any advice for your younger self? Kamu ada advice nggak buat masa kamu pas kamu ya high school lah, SMA lah?
Honestly, if I was to tell my younger self in high school, my advice would be to explore my passions earlier. I think one thing I think in high school, or a lot of high schoolers don't know, or maybe it's changed nowadays, but actually when I was in high school, aku tuh nggak tahu there's so many career options. Ya, aku tuh nggak tahu bahwa, oh, there's actually a TV buying, someone who actually buys content for TV, right? Or someone who does graphic design specifically for animation on Disney. Like in my head, it was just like a generic kind of, oh, like I guess that exists, but never really like, oh, these are actually all kind of cool jobs that exist in the world. Because for me, in my head was like, aku orangnya mau jadi successful. Jadi, what is a successful career that a lot of people think is success, right? Whatever it is. Jadi, oh jadi, I don't know, a fund manager, or jadi consultant. It was very limited when I was in high school, at least, and my knowledge of what kind of career options exist. And so I think that would be my I guess my words of encouragement to my younger self is, I'll find out the opportunities that exist and what you can be earlier. Because I think because I didn't know what existed in the world, it really limited my options.
Yeah. Those are wonderful words to end on. Thank you so much. Makasih banyak ya, Fel. Sebelum kita selesai, mungkin kita bisa tolong foto dulu. Usually we would do this in like a big group, but you know, it's online. So we'll just gallery view this one. Sap, kamu mungkin bisa tolong bantuin ngelit?
Yep. Okay. So everyone ready?
Yes.
Alright.
Kalau kalian mau turn on your video, nyalain video sekarang ya.
Yep. Okay, everyone ready?
Yes.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Makasih ya, Val. I know you're a very, very busy woman, so thank you so much for taking the time. We hope to see you again at another Generation Girl event. I know you were very, very inspiring to the girls. Ini pertanyaan di slide-nya banyak banget. Maaf ya, kita nggak bisa ngobrolin semuanya. Tapi, Val, if you're okay, are you okay with the girls just like DMing you on Instagram if they have any questions or anything?
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. Kalau misalnya kalian ada pertanyaan, tolong langsung DM ke Kak Felicia-nya aja ya. Thank you so much, Val.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Girls, kalau misalnya kalian mau drop off sekarang, kita nanti jam 12.30